Thank you, Mr. Cohen. Members of Borough Council, Tim Duffy from Hill Wallach on behalf of the applicant, Steepleview Limited Partnership. We're here tonight for a conditional use application. Under the law, conditional uses are permitted uses. This borough has already determined by passing that ordinance that the TND1 use, the traditional neighborhood development use, is a use that's consistent with what the borough wants in this section of town. Council has made a determination that it's acceptable, it's in the best interest of the health, safety, and welfare of the community to have this type of development as long as all the objective criteria are met. We presented, tonight's a culmination of several years of presenting this plan, as our testimony will show. This is a concept that arose with my client several years ago. My client spent the past several years meeting with Borough Council and also with the Borough Planning Commission, revising, redeveloping this plan, preparing a traffic impact study, working with the borough to try to get a plan to a point that it meets what we believe is consistent and compliant with your TND1 ordinance. This is not a land development plan. Once there's a determination that the use is permitted as a conditional use, we still have to go through the land development process. Your TND1 ordinance has a very specific requirements of what we have to do as we go forward. We have to do preliminary plan, we have to do final plan. We have to, in all likelihood, go to HARB. We're going to have to work with PennDOT to get our highway occupancy permits. So this is by no means the end of the process, the formal process. In many ways, it's really just the beginning. You as Borough Council will have many more opportunities to review the details of the design of this project through the land development process. Tonight and until this hearing is concluded, we're only here to determine whether the use as proposed meets the criteria needed to be a conditional use, as you've already determined is permitted. I would like to hand up two exhibits, our affidavit of notice by mailing, which is our obligation, and also an affidavit of posting. Mr. Cohen, I'm not sure how you prefer the exhibits to be marked. Applicant A.
Why don't we do A1 for the, which you have first in front of you?
A1 will be the affidavit of mailing. It includes copies of all of the property owners within 300 feet of the site, copies of the original green card sent out with certified mailing, the certified mail, proof of mailing, and the signed return receipt cards.
Did you also have with that a list of who was notified?
We do. Exhibit A to that document is a list of all the property owners who were notified within 300 feet. The second exhibit, Exhibit A2, is affidavit of posting, which includes photographs taken of the notice that was posted on all 4 tax parcels that comprise this project site.
I assume there's no objection to either of those exhibits? Okay.
No objection.
Thank you. Thank you.
With that, we'll call our first witness, Christopher Green.
You could have him sworn.
Sir, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God? Thank you.
You say Christopher Green?
Christopher Green.
Mr. Green,
Can you swing your microphone over a little bit? And can I ask before you proceed, can people in the back hear what's going on? Okay. Is there some way we can improve the sound in the auditorium here?
Can you check that?
Thanks.
if we talk closer to the mic.
Pardon? I can't hear you either.
I said if we simply talk closer to the mic, will that be better?
Yeah.
Mr. Green, by who are you employed?
Gilmore and Associates,
And where's your office located?
located in New Britain, PA.
What's your position?
I'm a senior landscape architect.
And for how many years have you been working in this profession?
12 years.
I'm even having trouble hearing, Mr. Green.
Closer, is that better?
We're now
It seems to
getting
be
a double
cutting in and
echo,
out.
so we can't hear. Yeah. Yeah, we see our text in the back here.
Are they working on this end, or should we just proceed as is?
Are they working on it?
They're working on it right now.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, don't be so close to the microphone that we get reverberation. Just speak louder. Maybe that will help.
Okay. And Mr. Green, what are your professional registrations?
I'm a registered landscape architect in Pennsylvania and Delaware, and I'm also a lead accredited professional.
And you represent both private and municipal clients.
Yes.
Can you describe your involvement in the land development and planning process for your private clients?
Generally, it's reviewing ordinance requirements, zoning and subdivision land development ordinances, preparing sketch plans, as well as planning for stormwater management, best management practices, and also construction documentation for construction projects.
Does your experience include the design of public spaces such as parks, streetscapes, and community gateways?
Yes.
And for what municipalities have you provided plan review services?
We are the municipal engineers for New Hope Borough, Doylestown Borough, Collegeville Borough, and Warminster Township are the main municipalities that I've been involved in.
And what services do you provide for those municipalities?
Review of land development applications, providing comments to municipalities, recommendations based on their existing requirements, ordinance requirements.
And in addition to general land development, plan reviews, ordinance reviews, what other particular projects have you been involved in with municipalities you represent, particularly boroughs here in Bucks County?
For Doylestown Borough, we've been involved in many projects for them. Streetscape enhancement projects, including the Broad Street Gateway project, streetscape enhancement, also the Cultural District Enhancement Project and Streetscape Project, which is a gateway project. New Hope Borough, we've also done pocket park renovation projects for them along the Delaware River, as well as parking lot. There's a Bridge Street parking lot that was designed, and a cultural canal walk project that was linking in New Hope the parking lot to the downtown area.
Okay. Do you have any experience with the design of traditional neighborhood developments?
Yes.
And can you give us some examples?
We've worked on a good number of TND developments. Cold Springs TND, which is in Yardley Borough, is a residential TND using their ordinances. We've also worked in Buckingham Township quite a bit, putting together sketch plans based on cluster zoning and TND concepts there, as well as Addisville Commons, which is in Northampton Township, which is a commercial TND project with a village overlay.
Exhibit Borough 3 was a plan prepared by Gilmore Associates. You're familiar with that plan?
Yes.
And what was your involvement in the preparation of that plan?
We were given a concept plan by Alan Smith, who was our client, and basically giving us, it was prepared by Robert Hillier, a concept showing a vision for the site that we're speaking about. And from there, we were asked to review the borough ordinances and create a compliant plan based on their vision for the site.
And what zoning district is this property located in?
It's the V2 Village Gateway District.
And did you bring with you tonight an aerial photograph that shows the existing features?
Yes.
And the document I've marked as A3, is that a copy of the aerial photograph you brought with you?
Yes.
Excuse me, are you offering this gentleman as an expert?
He's going to testify with regard to the plan and compliance with the borough zoning ordinances, and there's no need that he be qualified as an expert in that field.
I think he does have to qualify as an expert in that field to testify, and I'd like the opportunity to cross-examine him briefly on his expertise. I do believe if he's going to testify regarding the plan and whether the plan complies with the additional use provisions and reference to Newtown zoning and subdivision ordinance, which are all requirements for conditional use approval, that he has to have some expertise. And I assume he's going to be offering expert testimony or something very close to expert testimony. If he's not, then I'm going to object to the testimony. If it's not expert testimony,
We can certainly qualify him as an expert in the field of compliance with the borough zoning ordinance, if that's...
If that's what you're looking to do, and the other parties should have an opportunity to cross-examine him on that.
That's fine.
Is there anything else you want to present to that point?
For him, no, that's fine.
All right. Mr. Koopman,
Excuse me.
if you'd like to cross-examine him as to his qualifications.
Well, can I offer further, is this gentleman going to go through this plan and testify that
Could you use the microphone,
I would
please?
like the opportunity to cross-examine him regarding his qualifications to give those types of opinions.
That's what we're giving you, but I need you to just step forward to the microphone so that everyone can hear you.
There's a couple questions, Mr. Green, yeah, some of which I didn't hear. You are a landscape architect,
Registered landscape architect, yes.
all right, and you're not a licensed professional engineer in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania then?
I'm not.
Are you a licensed professional engineer in any jurisdiction?
No.
All right. And I think you said you worked for Gilmore for 12 years?
Correct.
In what capacity?
As a senior, well, now senior landscape architect, I began as entry-level landscape architect and worked with engineers for those 12 years. I got my licensure in 2003.
Your license when?
2003,
2003. You're licensed as a landscape architect, though.
correct.
And when you went through what you've designed and worked on, it appeared to me that much of what you've done had to do with park project or open space project, that type of thing that would be typical of something that's worked on by a landscape architect. Is that correct?
Many planning projects are also conducted by landscape architects.
I'm sorry, sir, I didn't hear you.
The planning aspects of our occupation is also a big part of what we do.
Have you referenced in your testimony, when you were asked about your experience, you referred to we, meaning Gilmore, I assume,
We meaning a design team, correct,
at Gilmore,
right,
engineering.
right. It's a consulting firm, it's not just engineering.
All right. I'm interested in your experiences. Let me ask you, have you ever designed yourself a conditional use plan, application plan?
Yes,
All right. And what plans have you, what's the most recent one you've done? That you yourself have prepared or substantially participated in terms of conditional use plan?
Addisville Commons would be the most recent,
That's in Northampton Township?
correct.
And did that plan, was that similar in terms of form and information as to Exhibit B3 that's submitted to the Borough Council at this point?
Object to the relevance. The issue is his experience in evaluating plans for compliance with existing zoning ordinances. It's not in the actual design of the plan.
I think you're offering him for purposes of his expertise in with respect to these ordinances, so I mean, I think it's a fair question.
Did you actually prepare that? You said you prepared or participated in the preparation of that conditional use plan, correct?
Correct.
All right. Was that plan similar in detail to the plan that's been submitted to Borough Council here for this, the instant application?
Yes,
Are you familiar with the terms of the conditional use ordinance sections in the Newtown Borough zoning ordinance?
yes,
And are you familiar with the fact that an applicant for conditional use must submit plans that demonstrate compliance with all applicable requirements of this ordinance, meaning the zoning ordinance and all other municipal ordinances?
yes,
Are you familiar with the Newtown Borough subdivision ordinance?
yes, vaguely.
Vaguely.
Oh, we're talking about zoning.
I'm
It's,
sorry, I didn't hear that.
yes, it's part of the ordinance requirements of the borough.
Your answer was vague, correct?
Right, well, yes.
Have you ever designed a land development plan?
Objection. We're talking about, this is interpretation of the zoning ordinance. We've already said we still have to go through land development. This is not a land development plan.
Yeah, and I think there's been a lot on his qualifications, Mr. Koopman. If there's anything specific, if we can try to wrap it up, this is just with regard to his qualification.